we need to give flowers to our peers because you're now going to give the top 5 founders presented by Shoppable Business here in Founders Only. And again, there's certain
All
rules.
right.
You cannot choose yourself. You cannot choose me because that's bullshit. All right. I know where I'm at, right? I'm not in top 5. I don't know where I'm at. But again, you don't need to bola me at all, right?
Yeah.
So in your opinion, bro, who are your top 5 founders in your list?
You know what? I'm going to rephrase maybe my favorite founders.
Okay,
favorite 5. I don't know
Favorite
if they're
5.
like their best.
I just like using
Yeah,
top 5.
top
It
5,
works
right?
on YouTube.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
So my top 5 favorite founders.
First.
Not so much a founder, but an instrumental part of this startup community is Shoemate.
Shoemate
DevCon.
Royo of DevCon. Why
Yeah.
Shoemate?
Well, she started DevCon, right? Was in the community she's built as well. And the things that I've seen her do as well is something.
Dude, the
It's
dev
a
pipeline
path.
of the Philippines comes from that.
Right.
Okay?
So
if you need engineers, that's where you go. That's where you go.
which is so the whole community building thing, I think is genius. It's something I aspire for.
Yeah.
And then so number 2, also community is MK Bertulfo.
Shout out, Mommy MK.
Yeah, FH Moms, right? So
She's my batchmate in the final pitch.
she wanted to, she was scratching her own itch. She found work from home. She found out people wanted to work from home, so she taught people how to work from home, find jobs.
By the way, I'll have her on Hustleshare. So by the time this is out, just watch a couple of episodes after she'll
Right.
be in Hustleshare soon. Okay.
So that was great. Also, she focused on community building super long. Something I wish I could do.
Yeah.
And then when she turned on the revenue,
Woo!
boom, right? So GN, of course.
Of course.
GN Dalarama. I was
Finisher.
I was like I mentioned, he helped me out, not knowing who I was, just a guy that posted on Startup
Right.
PH. But also because, yeah, man, the whole chatbot and AI thing, that is something even I sometimes didn't really fully understand, but he kept at it and, he found the business.
And survived through the freaking, because I exited high when it was first wave.
Yeah,
Then it became shitty. Nobody cared about it. And then he lived through that.
exactly.
And then when ChatGPT popped, boom.
So he went through the chasm
Yeah.
a couple of times, if you think about it.
Yep.
So that deserves respect as well, for sure.
A 10-year grind, man. 10-year fucking grind.
Yep. You mentioned this also, I think. Well, we spoke about him, Paul Rivera.
Yep.
Um,
Caliber.
yep.
Why
So
Paul?
first of all, the frankness that he gave me, that is what I needed at the time as well.
Oh, man.
And I think that's what a lot of founders need is,
Yeah.
if it's shit, man.
Mhm.
And that's okay. We don't need to get emotional.
Nah.
Right? Let's just fix it.
Mhm.
So I like that. A lot of, actually, when I pitch and when I'm talking on stage, came from him. I don't know if he knows that.
It's the Calbo connection right there.
That could be it too. Yeah.
Right.
No, he gave us a couple of workshops back in the day
Nice.
on how to pitch.
Mhm.
So how many am I at?
4. You have one last pick. So Shoemate, MK, Gian, and Paul. Who's the last pick?
I'm thinking. I feel like I had a name, but or I'm missing a name. Sorry, I'm not thinking about the number 1, but I feel like I made a mental list and I'm missing a name.
No problem.
Right, but or I may have switched somebody with somebody else.
Hala. Who is it among the 4?
I don't know. No, I'm not.
Alright.
So I'm not thinking about number 1. Just full
Right.
disclosure here.
Uh-huh.
But no. The last one is Christian Blanquera.
CB, what's up?
Right.
Mhm.
Started the community, created his own, did e-commerce, and actually exited as well. At he could have been just another e-commerce shop, right? But he isn't, and he didn't become because he is the great person that he is. He had the mind to think, let's create a community called Startup PH, right? Man, I was deep into corporate when he started that thing. Yeah. And he's kept a low profile as well. I think
Super humble and always willing to help.
exactly right.
I'm one of them people that he's helped so much and still helps till now.
I used to call Georgie every now and then. And then the last time I met with him, he said, "Oh, I just want to enjoy life." And then later on, find out that he passed. And the only thing I regretted was actually not calling on him more.
Yeah.
Actually. So, Christian Blanquera for sure. Sorry, I have a sixth, so I can't remember. Sorry about that.
No worries.
But Francis Simisim.
There you go.
There you go. Also a master. We talk a lot about not necessarily startups, but founder development. And what I've learned with him is that a lot of founders, it's not a Filipino thing, building stuff and pitching.
It's present everywhere.
It's present everywhere. In India, they do the same thing. They have the same mistakes. They just have more money and more engineers.
Correct.
So it's happening at scale.
Yeah.
It's a natural. And what I've learned with him is it's human nature.
Yeah.
You default into what you're good at. So you start doing the thing you're good
you
at.
Assume and you skip steps.
And you skip steps. You fall in love with your idea. So you start defending it.
Yeah.
Versus pivoting and analyzing the data. So there. And then he's the one that gave me that there are no right or wrong. There are only journeys. I used to have this idea, crowdfunding for entrepreneurship education. Right? So get the rich people to pay for the poor people's entrepreneurial education. And then he said, bro, it's not going to work. Why? People need to, what is it? There is a price to get into entrepreneurship. And if you give it for free, they're not going to appreciate it. They're not going to succeed. So it's not going to work. Let's agree to disagree, I said.
Okay. And then what happened?
Well, now I'm no longer offering that. So I told him, hey, dude, you were right. And he goes, no, that was just the journey you had to go through. There's no right or wrong. You just had to try it your own, see it doesn't work, and then, come to a new conclusion and then test that.
Sounds good. And again, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for watching Hustleshare on YouTube. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel to get more content like this. And to get the full audio episodes of Hustleshare and Founders Only, subscribe to our podcasts at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.